Hotshot versus Gizmo as we continue the quarterfinals of the Mass Duelist EU. We have completely masked players. Nobody knows who's playing in the tournament. These guys don't even know who they're playing against. The goal is to win the $500 grand final prize, and in the process, maybe figure out who you're playing against. Chat, you guys, of course, are doing your best to see who it might be. We have had 2 quarterfinals so far, if you want to go back and check them out. And now we are watching Hotshot versus Gizmo. These guys are forced to play Octane, by the way, if you haven't been watching the tournament. There are no Fenix on the accounts that they're playing on. They're on alt accounts. So get used to the Octanes as Gizmo gonna get a reset and a goal. Hotshot did get the 100 boost here and in the back corner, so was ready to maybe counterattack, but actually it was smart to keep the reset low. And it enables the first goal. For Gizmo, that is. Another direct kickoff for Hotshot. You'll see bot names on the cars for a bit. Then it should usually reset to the account names, which are just generic. Don't read into buzz and sticks too much. Gizmo gonna back off here. Long shot is in as Hotshot punishes a Gizmo who wanted to turn back on the ball. But ultimately Hotshot saw their opportunity to just launch one down the field. Gizmo getting faked on the kickoff as Hotshot backs off. Now Hotshot, chance for a full field dribble. Gonna take it. Gizmo goes to the ceiling and actually might have thrown Hotshot off, because instantly after they saw Gizmo rushing up, they seemed to lose control. Hotshot now demoed, and Gizmo with a bit of space. What is Gizmo gonna do? Starting out of the back corner, really strong reset pop, but shouldn't be able to finish it off as it is slightly off target. Musty from Hotshot. Are they gonna get a double? No, they're not. They're not gonna get a double. It's just barely off target. Hotshot turning right back on the ball. Does not want to have Gizmo get any sort of space. Gizmo pinching this into the ceiling. And now Hotshot rolling this into the back corner. Has been able to get a lot of midfield goals. Gizmo powerfully swinging across the net to make this save. But on 0 boost now, going to be forced to continue the defensive sequence. Another musty attempt, 50 on the goal line. Hotshot going to make it 4-1. Hotshot kickoff into the back corner. Gizmo ultimately is going to respect the possession, and it seems like Hotshot losing control. Gets undercut by Gizmo. Long shot opportunity. Couldn't get a powerful first touch, but still should be able to score as Gizmo gets it to the net in time. Decent recovery from Hotshot, but not quite enough. Gizmo zap dashing into the back corner. Hotshot just set them up with a long clear. Can Gizmo get there in time? What a save from Hotshot, who's able to pin it off the crossbar. Now Gizmo attacking out of the corner, lost the dribble, or at least thought better of it. Going instead for the 50 on the ground. Hotshot, long shot is in. The heat map for Hotshot so far is pretty far away from the net where they've been able to find the goals. Hotshot did not pick up the midfield boost. Gizmo passive in defense, stealing this away. I think that was a pogo attempt from Hotshot, if I'm correct. But one that did not result in much of a pop at all. And it will just be a freebie for Gizmo. Hotshot. Another possession on their back wall. Gizmo not giving as much space as before. Trying to intercept on the side wall. An aggressive play. One that Hotshot just barely punishes. (6-3) with a minute 30 left to go. Gizmo could afford a favorable kickoff and is not going to get one. In fact, he's going to get scored on. Hotshot makes it 7-3. Gizmo needs to get something going. First touch out towards the midfield. Looking for multiple resets before the wave dash landing, and ultimately Hotshot recognizing that the dribble is not at the net. No reason to go crazy and try and get an interception when the ball is not headed to the goal. But Gizmo does well to stay with the ball the whole way. Never really lose the pressure, and then eventually punishing Hotshot on too strong of a touch. Gizmo off the side wall can only really attack that top left corner. There's not a lot of adjustments they can make off of that strong first touch. Helps out Hotshot on defense a little bit. Hotshot, though, bit of a better setup for them. Had a chance to score in a bunch of places, but Gizmo makes the read on where they're actually headed. Now Gizmo to the back right corner. Full field dribble, kept it low so a ceiling challenge would not work. Gets a reset pop and tried to bring it directly into the top right corner. Credit to Hotshot being able to make that save. Saving it with power as well, and now attacking the other way. Gizmo prevented the game from being over there with that save, but it's still not looking great for them. They need to steal possession away, get a goal, and then get a couple miracle kickoffs. And they're really taking their time, which they probably can't get away with. Hotshot 50s into the ceiling and taps this to the side wall to end the game. Hotshot going to win game number 1 as Gizmo will air dribble reset an attempt to get one for the road, but does not. Hotshot up early, 1-0 in the best of 5. Game number 2. Hotshot up 1-0 in the best of 5. As Gizmo going to win a kickoff, which is important. Feel like they were not winning kickoffs earlier. Little double reset shot is placed well just underneath the crossbar, but Hotshot has the save. A little Gizmo bump will not be enough to keep possession going, so Hotshot. A delayed flick that actually never comes and goes for the low 50. Gizmo just barely keeps it out. Going to take the midfield boost to make sure Hotshot has 0, as opposed to going to their back corner. But now they're going to give Hotshot the time to get boost anyways. Hotshot pre-jumping this from yesterday, and Gizmo tried to go to the ceiling in order to play around it, and it did not work. Hotshot intercepts and gets a goal. Feels like Gizmo probably should have gone low to the ground with just how insanely early Hotshot pre-jumped. Gizmo. Another hard save as they fly across the nets. Going to take this into their own back corner. Tiny little zap dash there. Now starting from really high up. Has a reset, backflip into it. Never really had a chance for an outplay, and Hotshot is trying to continue their main way of scoring right now, which seems to be punishing missed positions from Gizmo by just booming long shots. But Gizmo had this save and tried to go high out of the corner. Hotshot was there. Gizmo reset at ceiling heights, using the flip to go top left, but Hotshot has just been prepared for every aerial take. There's no question that Gizmo has done well with placing the shot, even putting power, but Hotshot has been one step ahead. The Musty is on target, and actually this is one of the weaker shots that's eventually going to be scored. Maybe weaker on power, but better placement behind Hotshot. Or I guess slightly ahead, but still awkward as Gizmo gets on the board. Gizmo, a flick into a boost steal. Hotshot, smooth catch in order to end Gizmo's possession. At least force them back into the orange half. They're going to back off. Gizmo wants side wall. Little camera check to see if they're going to get away with it. And they knew a challenge was coming, so they hooked this up a little bit quicker than they probably normally would. They said, Hotshot, if you're following me, then I'll just outplay you early. And Gizmo gets to walk it in for a tie game. Hotshots on the first possession off this kickoff. Just a flick that will now set up a sidewall air dribble. Gizmo is doing so much in the defensive half. Flying all the way up to the ceiling, transitioning back down to the back wall. Ultimately does make the save. Now can they win this 50? Yes, it seems like they will, but the long shot off target, so it'll result in another hot shot possession. Who's going to go all the way from their own back wall. Really heavy touch means they'll be forced to the ground. They're not trying to keep that dribble going. Sorry, Gizmo. Oh, sorry. Gizmo on pads. Stuck in the defensive half again, but actually has been doing better when in net than when vying for possession at the midfield. That's when they found themselves out of position multiple times. Hotshot's been able to punish. Gizmo going to put it off the back wall. It'll be another reset on possession. Hotshots all the way from their back corner, falling a little bit short of the net. Gizmo has the first save, thinking about the reverse challenge. Or more importantly, making Hotshot think about the reverse challenge. As Gizmo now going to go to their own back wall. Hotshot hasn't been as friendly in allowing these air dribbles. Gizmo has the resets, headed to the ground, watching, oh my goodness, watching Hotshot the whole way. And as they land, just absolutely slotting it perfectly top left. An unbelievable shot from Gizmo. So quick off the bounce on the ground. And a rare lead for Gizmo with 1:11 left to go. Gizmo dashing into the back corner and leaning into a reset. Air dribble. Will they go for a bump? No, they just air roll to finish it off. Tried to play keep away, but Hotshot knew that was coming, so just went for the back corner boost instead. Gizmo aggressive in the final minute with up one with 1 minute left to go. Going to earn themselves a possession. Really heavy touch. It's going to bring the ball to about ceiling height, which normally you don't want to be at when you're starting your air dribbles. But it seems like Gizmo doesn't mind, and in fact, Hotshot doesn't want to challenge. Low flip was intended to be a bump play, but didn't connect on the bump. Instead, went for the demo afterwards, and Gizmo going to make it 4-2. So a fairly low-scoring game as Gizmo finds a bit of cushion in what could be a tied series headed into Game 3. Gizmo bumped off of the midfield boost. This is going to be troublesome because they had nothing to work with after they tapped the ball away. So an effective bump from Hotshot. Now Gizmo. Can they hold on in one more kickoff? This is the danger of winning and controlling a game that's very low scoring. You have to be really good at finishing off on the final few possessions. Playing a good amount of keep away. They won this kickoff though. Now on their own back wall. Just needs to hit anywhere on the ground. They're in control. Just going for an air dribble, bringing it into the back corner. No boost for Hotshot. Certainly this is going to be too tough. Yeah, and a little bump should end it. The ball will hit the ground. Gizmo will tie up the series 1-1. Game 3. Hotshot and Gizmo. In a high-scoring game, Hotshot seemed to have the advantage. Gizmo really secured up their midfield play that was allowing so many open nets. They recognize now Hotshot can snipe from distance as Gizmo takes this off the side wall, has a reset, decides to use it in the air to place it top shelf, and even though they don't score on the first attempt, the follow-up will convert. Hotshot. Seemed like they wanted to play it at least a little bit soft. They could have rushed into that ball faster. It would have cost more boost, but they would have cleared it further away. They decided instead to save a little bit. Ended up not working out. Gizmo kickoff win. Ceiling height reset, and they can tell Hotshot's falling to the ground, and they go for the fake and down to the ground in the wave dash. Gizmo up 2-0 as Hotshot's not the best setup in defense. Going to the ceiling for a reset. So far off the back wall where they can't just transition back to the back wall means they're going to be very telegraphed if they don't immediately challenge. Gizmo was able to see that coming. Gizmo, are they about to get an open field goal? Hotshot, desperate to get something going here in this game. Trying to do too much in the attacking corner. Gizmo, fake kickoff to control this possession. Long shot, and it's in. 4-0. Hotshot handing the ball over and then trying to chase it down. They're going to learn from their opponent here on the fake kickoff. Hotshots. Double jump bump. Connects, and they're on the board. Hey, time to go back to the basics. When the game's not going so well for you, why not go to the double jump bump? Hotshot, another possession. Nern actually completely backing off of it. Seeing Gizmo on the side wall is enough to convince them to not go for it, and instead, they bait Gizmo back out. They noticed that Gizmo is maybe ultra aggressive in the air, and so they just let them play the ball into the blue half and then score afterwards. Another kickoff goal for Hotshot. Far from out of it, even though they had a tough start. Gizmo, a kickoff win, delayed flick. Hotshot saving it to the back wall. Now Gizmo, double reset high. Hotshot waiting on the ground. Gets beat. The wave dash shot goes low. I mean, Hotshot even stayed grounded. It seemed like they were prepared for the fake this time around. But they ultimately did jump in the final moments. And that's advantage Gizmo. Gizmo, couple dashes as they try and catch back up, and then a dash onto the wall and a wall dash. Challenged by Hotshot. Net wide open. Oh my goodness, Gizmo made it back. They went to the ceiling I thought they were done with, but they made it back and made a follow-up save. Now trying to counter back the other way to get a goal out of it, and the hook shot is far wide, but at least the possession will keep going. Gizmo, air dribble into a reset. Wave dash down to the ground. Ends up putting it on the near post. Gizmo up 6-3. They have been a tough player to deal with in the air. So many different options. Hotshot was actually having a ton of success early when they won the first game. Despite the fact, I mean, I mentioned it. I said Gizmo is playing well. They're placing well. A lot of their shots are solid. Hotshot's just stopping all of them. Seems like Gizmo maybe adjusted, slightly modified their aerial game, a little bit more fakes. Instead of just taking the first one every time, Hotshot hasn't really been able to make the reads ever since then. Gizmo gonna back off now. Hotshot on the air dribble, pulls out of it. Denied. And dart. Oh, Gizmo. We'll take it away. Oh, chat. You're too good at guessing. No! I leaked early. I was never getting away with that. I was not going to pull back out of that. Oh, everybody already knew that one. Let's be honest. Gizmo! We're back to Gizmo. Somebody missed it. Chat, don't tell him. No, I failed. Oh no! If you missed it, tough luck. Tough luck. Gizmo on the air dribble reset, try to get the double. Hotshot makes a save, and even drops a what a save. No, I have a feeling you guys might have been able to guess that one anyways. The problem is, when it seems like you guys know too much, my guard get let down. You guys remember the person I slightly leaked, you were also very certain of on the last game. But this was way early. Made it all the way through NA. That one came out of nowhere. I was doing pretty good. I feel pretty good during the matches. Oh. All right, I lose this one. I won the NA tourney. I could maybe play it off too if I didn't. I immediately threw it away. I made it impossible to play off. Gizmo, full field, double reset. I do need to lock in. This is still a series, still part of the tournament. Sleaze Breeze, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Oh. No! Or maybe I'm baiting you. Hotshot having a tough time here in this game number 3. Who's Hotshot then, chat? If you guys are so tough, so cool. No, I threw instant. I'll be honest, I threw instantly after I said, oh, right after I started to say the wrong name. Oh, I think wow, what a shot. What a shot from Gizmo. I genuinely think it's because chat was so sure already. In my head, I wasn't as locked in as normal. It's tough when you see the correct name so many times. Or I'm baiting you. Or I'm baiting you. Or I'm baiting you. No, we're sticking with Gizmo. You guys never know. It could be the ultimate bait. Game number 4. Hotshot and Gizmo. You wish they had to play with the cars they're named after? They actually do not have those cars on these accounts. Why? I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. Got there. Hotshot on the board for their first goal. Little reset catch, pop, and power shot. It could have been the ultimate bait until you said it could be bait. Or maybe it is the ultimate bait because I said it was bait. Yeah, accounts don't start with very many cars anymore. You now only start with the Octane. I think it's the Merc and the Breakout, based on when I made these accounts, which I thought was interesting. Because for a while, not only did you used to start with more cars, I thought they made it so that the Dominus and the Takumi became standard cars. Like they gave them to everybody. And then I guess they walked that back. And those of us who've been playing the game for so long didn't even notice. Gizmo getting on the board in this game number 3 or game number 4. Chat has absolutely no idea who either of these players could possibly be. Oh no, what are you doing, Hotshot? you are down in the series, my guy. You might be up 2-1, but Hotshot wanted a nasty pinch and instead just pinched it wide. And now Gizmo actually almost able to get a goal. Gizmo double resets. Fake goes low. Gizmo has the defender on a string now. Hotshot has continued to try and defend on the goal line and hasn't had a ton of success. Kickoff goal, though, will put Hotshot back in the lead. Gizmo, low boost save, using some dashes to make it happen. Hook shots. Should lose possession, though. Actually, they're going to steal the back corner boost. It is a possession loss, but with no boost for Hotshot. Not really the best situation, but Gizmo just made it possible. Quick recovery. Much better possession from Hotshot than I thought he was going to get. As Hotshot gets demoed. Tons of space and time. Gizmo has been very mechanical. So many players in the world that are mechanical, one would say. As they go all the way from the back corner and use their reset shot to score. Hotshot, I'm surprised we haven't seen Hotshot start trying to reach up higher to defend. They've continued to play reactionary goal line defense, and Gizmo has that beat now. To be fair, Hotshot started well with that. Just hasn't been working recently. As Gizmo puts a couple dashes together, gets caught on the post, and yet still makes the recovery. Hotshots. Midfield play leading to an open goal. Gizmo. Ooh, nice follow-up. Just a front flip. Forces Hotshot to save it into the crossbar. And Hotshot used the flip, actually. Maybe they panicked. I thought they were going to be single jumping, landing, and recovering, but they ultimately did use a flip. Which means they're not going to get back to the ball. Hotshot resets. Back down to the ground. Air dribble bump. Should be a goal. Gizmo can't get back. The players do not know who they're playing against. And nobody in chat knows. In fact, I don't even know. So, if you were thinking that there was a chance I leaked any of the players, you'd be completely wrong, because I don't even know. Hotshot going to make it 6-4. Gizmo way over the top of the ball. Not a very effective play as they send themselves soaring and put the ball on the ground for the opponent. Gizmo reset at ceiling height again. Hotshot is just going to sit on the ground and wait. And they get beat once again. They seem to be just accepting their fate down here on the ground and hoping they can win in other parts of the game, or hoping that Gizmo will mess up. Gizmo has not. Straight to the ceiling 50. I've never seen a ball as perfectly straight up and down off of that aggressive of a challenge from both players. Hotshot's going to go back wall on an air dribble. Lost the reset. I don't think they got it. And just barely able to pre-flip to get the save. They do need to hold on to their lead for it to be a little bit safe. They're up 7-5. Musty will send it to the back line. Gizmo out of the air. Not the best aerial take they've had. But they do stick around for a low 50. Gizmo wants a wall to air dribble. Hotshot this time is going ceiling height, not waiting on the ground. Takes it away, and it works out perfectly, as they almost get an immediate goal as well. No question, the waiting on the ground has not been the answer for Hotshot, but they're going to take this ball away, willing to time waste as they camera check. Lots of people will call this cringe. I call it winning the game. But keep in mind who you think players are that are willing to waste time. Gizmo out of the back corner. Not enough. We are headed to game 5. Hotshot and Gizmo coming down to the wire. As everyone in chat has absolutely no idea who either of these players are. Game 5, Hotshot versus Gizmo. Gizmo gonna go for that fake kickoff they did earlier in the match. Previously, it resulted in a quick counterattack goal. This time, Hotshot actually read it, but it ends up getting a pretty similar results. They end up handing the ball away. They retreat back to their own corner. And Gizmo able to get the win, or the goal, I should say. As we don't know who's going to win in 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Just like we don't know who's in the lobby. Gizmo to the ceiling, and now we see Hotshot challenging high. And so far, 2 for 2 since they've adjusted to trying to meet Gizmo up at ceiling height. Sometimes Gizmo has a setup that doesn't allow any pre-jumping, but this is one that does. I mean, this is a very slow setup. Hotshot could try and meet them in the air if they wanted to. Instead, it's going to be Gizmo back down to the ground and a pop up to the top shelf. We've seen a ton of wave dashes from Gizmo to go low. This time, they make sure to get deep underneath the ball. A little wave dash catch and get a lot of height underneath it. Gizmo up 2-0. Hotshot, reset wave dash, and a goal of their own. Gizmo not going to be able to score off of this one. Thought about an aggressive boost steal, but noticed that Hotshot went for the boost steal punish by bringing the ball towards net, so ultimately bailed out of it, and now it's advantage Gizmo. There you see Hotshot going to the ceiling, and Gizmo is adjusting to that as well. Ooh, I love that from Hotshot. Another early pre-jump, and it works beautifully unless they leave the net open, which they do. Hotshot raced off to the boost. They had 38, but they had to do that because they're getting chased down by Gizmo, so it's hard to blame them. Sticking around means Gizmo probably just demos you, so they had to find a way to leave and make it back, and they're not going to be able to. Gizmo now transitioning across the whole field. Seems to be highly prioritizing going to the side wall. Is going to boom this one into the ceiling. Has a final touch on the ball. Is ultimately going to score it. Gizmo, the finish didn't seem like it was going to be enough to get past Hotshot, but it put it directly behind him, and the clear was nowhere near strong enough. Another read on the fake kickoff from Gizmo. But even when it got red, it was still a Gizmo goal. This time, demo should be a goal the other way, unless Gizmo makes some magic happen. Hotshot could be Moxie. He's just hiding all his signature moves. You know, I was hoping the players wouldn't hide much at all. I don't know if some of them are or aren't. But, you know, I never told them try and trick people, and there's technically nothing to be gained unless you think you'll play better if your opponent doesn't know who you are. Really, they should just be trying to win the game as Gizmo goes to ceiling height, and this time fakes. Gizmo in the zone right now as Hotshot continues to suffer on the goal line whenever they're not able to get up early. Gizmo able to get a 6th as they chain some dashes off the kickoff. A little wall dash, and then finished with a side wave dash before taking the shot. Slight delay from Hotshot. Gizmo not able to get a 7th. Gizmo demoed on the back wall. Hotshots can't get anything going though. Gizmo able to respawn, get back into it. See that little single jump into dash in the corner. That is something that not a ton of players are doing, but a few will. Hotshot really has had no chance to get any sort of offense. Gizmo has been all over the play. Here might be an opportunity, but you hear the chain dashes to get back into net. Still not enough. You knew the power shot was coming. Just could Gizmo make a miracle happen? The answer is no. Hotshots. Kickoff loss. Forced into net with 13 boosts. Gizmo gonna get a 7th. Here the tourney's messed up on Liquipedia, says the players. You guys know that I've told nobody who the players are. So there's no way that's possible. Gizmo gets a demo and now has a full field ahead of them. Hotshot trying to collect boost to be able to defend. A really delayed Musty. Hotshot now getting bumped around, not allowing a clean recovery. 4 goals in a minute 15 is what Hotshot needs. As Gizmo resets in the back corner. Chaining some dashes together, no demo. Seems like that's what they were looking for. This seems like a crucial moment for Hotshot. Possession and boost. If they can't score here, they may be in big trouble, and Gizmo able to cut off the attack before anything really gets going. Gizmo all over on the ball. Out of boost maybe, but still playing quickly. Now sidewall setup, pre-flip into the reset. Are they going to get another one on the goal line? They will! My goodness, Gizmo. Hotshots having a tough time defending. A little reset in the final moments and a slot in the bottom right. (8-3). Gizmo controlling the game with fake kickoffs. Another sidewall setup. A heavy touch off the wall to start the dribble and a catch. And there's the GG's. Hotshot versus Gizmo. GG's, thanks for playing there all out. Gizmo gonna take it in 5. Who is Gizmo? Chad is saying Liquipedia says certain players are on Liquipedia. Nothing is confirmed. Absolutely nothing is confirmed. Chad, who do you guys think is Gizmo? What am I seeing here? Oh, I see Atto. I see Jorias. I guess I see at least one person saying Dark. I see Rawas. I see Kronovi. I see Jesse. I see Feer. I see Zen. I see Nupo. And I see Batira. Chat, who is Gizmo? Huh. Okay. It's either me or it's Dark. And I think that deserves a runoff. Chat, type 1 if Dark was Gizmo. Type 2 if I was playing for Gizmo. It was me. It was me. All right. Chat thinks it was me playing on my second account. And who's to blame them? Who is to blame them? I will put their official guess down as Feer. Who is Hotshot, chat? I see Jorias. I see Nugget. I see Nush. I see Zen. I see... Man, there's so many names. I saw an Oski. I saw Nas. I saw a Shoddy. I saw an Atto and an FBI. And I see a Drally, which I don't think we have yet. Here are your 10 options for who Hotshot is. Sleaze Breeze, they were gifting a sub over to RL Dark 1. Everyone seemed to be focused on Gizmo during the last game. So where are they going with Hotshot? All right, chat seems pretty set on Jorias. Atto has 20 votes. What we've kind of been doing is if you have 20 votes, then it's worth a runoff. What do you think, chat? Runoff? Runoff Jorias Atto? Or do you guys just want to go Jorias? Let's just run off it real quick. Jorias Atto. Hotshot. Jorias, you guys were pretty sure, but you've changed your mind before. 1 in chat for Jorias if you're sticking with Jorias. He was 1 before. But no, you're saying it's Atto. He had 20 or so votes, so a good amount of you thought it was Atto. Then you can switch to him now. Okay, it's not even close. We don't need to keep the runoff going. Chat wants Jorias for Hotshot.
Now time for the YouTube exclusive reveal of this game. We're going to start with the loser. If you want to hop off after that so that you don't have the winner spoiled in future games, feel free to, but we'll also cover the winner following. Now, you guys thought Hotshot was Jorias. Hotshot's opponent did not think they were playing against Jorias. They said they were playing against Moxie. Now, Moxie and Jorias do not necessarily play similarly to each other, so it's interesting how far apart your two guesses were. So, was Moxie correct? No. No, it was not. Was chat correct in going for Jorias for Hotshot? No, it was not Jorias either. Hotshot was actually Oski. Oski doesn't play a ton of 1v1, but he has played many 1v1 matches in the past, and he also played in the Salt Mine, but no one was able to recognize him there. Now, on to the winner of the match. You guys guessed that it was me, but really, you guessed that it was Dark. Now, Hotshot's opponent guessed that they were playing against Dark as well. So, is it obvious when Dark is playing in the game? The answer is yes. Dark is quite easy to find. I imagine you guys probably found him pretty early, considering we've had a lot of Dark on this channel as well. So it was Dark versus Oski in this round, as Dark moves on to play in the semifinals.